Chapter 22. The River's Wrath. Dawn bled crimson over the Bloodwild, its tangled vines and black slick trees swallowing the light. Dylan's group, Veyr, Zariel, Lyss, and Arla, pushed north toward the wastes, where the Bonefield's ancient shrine promised answers about Dylan's starry scars and the Starshrine's pull. The jungle's air was heavy, reeking of copper and rot, its drone a restless hum that set Dylan's nerves on edge. His linen tunic clung to sweat-soaked skin, his dagger a cold weight at his hip, his mind sharp with a silver-tongued clarity he couldn't quite place. Lyss guided Arla, her bruised arms trembling, but her eyes fierce, while Zariel's moss-green cloak melted into the undergrowth, his bow poised. Veyr led, a lean shadow in blood-streaked leathers, twin swords sheathed, grey eyes flicking for red-fang trackers. A deep pulse shook the earth, not a sound but a feeling, like a heart beating in the jungle's core. The ground quivered, vines trembling, and glint wings burst from the canopy, their razor beaks screeching. Zariel's luminous eyes narrowed, elf senses straining. "Something stirs," he whispered, voice taut, ancient, hungry. Veyr's hand hovered over his swords. "No time to gawk. Move." His words died as the earth exploded. A fissure tore open 30 feet ahead, red soil collapsing into a glowing chasm, the pulse now a roar that rattled Dylan's bones. From the depths surged a storm beast, a 30-foot titan of jagged granite and starfire, its molten veins pulsing like dying stars. Its faceless head split into a maw of crystalline teeth, each a dagger glinting with Vaughn's hunger. 4 massive legs, gnarled as ancient roots, churned the ground, the air crackling with ozone and ash. This was no shadow biter, this was Erindor's fury, a shard of the god's wrath, its presence vast, uncaring, dwarfing them all. Zariel loosed an arrow, its glintweave head striking the beast's flank. The shaft sparked and shattered, leaving no mark. Veyr's sword slid free, but his face paled, a rare crack in his steel. "No good," he growled. "It's God-forged. We can't hurt it." Dylan's scars blazed white-hot, a star-shatter vision hitting hard. Calith's light clashing with Vaughn's void, a bone shrine glowing, his blood on starlit stone. The beast's maw turned, crystalline teeth grinding, locking on him. His scars pulsed, a beacon, and he knew it tracked him, drawn by Calith's mark, Vaughn's curse. "It's after me," he shouted, voice raw, terror gripping him. Erindor was infinite, and he was nothing, a speck against its divine rage. "Split up!" Veyr barked, shoving Arla toward Lyss. "North, to the river. Boy, draw it off!" He met Dylan's eyes, a flicker of trust beneath the snarl. Lyss grabbed Arla, sprinting with Zariel, their forms vanishing into the jungle. Dylan bolted the other way, heart slamming, legs burning, the beast's roar, shaking the trees. The chase was on, the jungle blurred, vines lashing his face, roots snaring his boots. The beast's steps thundered, each one an earthquake, snapping trees like kindling. Its molten veins flared, lighting the crimson gloom, its maw snapping inches from his back, the heat searing his neck. Dylan's agility, honed by Veyr's brutal drills, kept him ahead, dodging a fallen log, sliding under acid-sap vines, their burn grazing his arm. His breath rasped, fear raw, human, but the thrill of survival surged, every leap a defiance of the god-beast's wrath. A crystalline tooth grazed his shoulder, tearing cloth, drawing blood, the pain sharp, but spurring him faster. He broke through the jungle onto a high stone bridge, ancient and weathered, spanning a roaring river of crimson rapids. The chasm below yawned 100 feet, mist rising from the froth, the water's roar drowning the beast's bellows. The bridge was narrow, its surface slick with moss, railings crumbled to stubs. Dylan sprinted across, heart pounding, but his foot caught a crack halfway, sending him sprawling. Pain lanced his knee, blood slicking the stone, his vulnerability bare. He was no hero, just a man, small against Erendor's vast hunger. The beast loomed, its granite bulk filling the bridge's mouth, molten veins blinding. It reared, a massive limb swinging down to crush him, the air screaming with its weight. Dylan rolled, instinct over fear, the limb smashing inches away, stone splintering, the bridge cracking like thunder. Shards flew, cutting his cheek, and the structure buckled, tilting wildly. Dylan clung to the edge, nails scraping, as the beast's weight snapped the supports. With a groan, the bridge collapsed, plunging them both into the abyss. They fell 100 feet. Dylan's scream lost in the wind, the beast's roar shaking the chasm. He hit the rapids, the water ice-cold despite its crimson glow, the current yanking him like a rag doll. The beast splashed beside him, its granite form thrashing, crystalline teeth gnashing as the river swept them toward a distant roar. 1,000-foot waterfall, its mist a white wall under the crimson sky. Dylan fought the current, limbs burning, lungs screaming, but the beast's flailing limb clipped him, bruising his ribs. His scars pulsed, tying him to this chaos, to Erendor's gods, and he felt small, mortal, yet alive in the unknown's grip. The waterfall's edge loomed, rapids roaring, and Dylan clawed at nothing, the beast beside him, its molten veins dimming in the spray. They went over, a free fall that stretched eternal, the world a blur of crimson and white, the beast's bellow fading into the void. Dylan hit the plunge pool 1,000 feet below, the impact like a hammer, water swallowing him. Darkness took him, his body battered, scars burning, the thrill of survival fading into black. Veyr and Zariel reached the chasm's edge, Lyss and Arla panting behind, the jungle's chaos still ringing in their ears. The broken bridge lay in ruins, the rapids below a crimson churn, the waterfall's mist hiding the plunge. Veyr's shoulder bled, his leathers torn, grey eyes scanning the depths. No way he survived that, he muttered, voice rough, a rare weight in his tone. Boy's gone! Zariel knelt, his bow useless, luminous eyes heavy. The beast tracked his scars, he drew it off to save us. Calith's mark, Vaughn's curse. Dylan's tied to this world's heart. His voice held grief, but hope flickered, elf senses catching a faint pulse in the river's song. Lyss clutched Arla, her voice fierce. He's not dead. Dylan's tougher than you think. We have to find him, Veyr. Arla nodded, eyes wide, trust unshaken. Veyr grunted, unconvinced, but before he could speak, shadows moved in the jungle. 30 figures emerged, cloaked in black scales, blades etched with dragon runes, the order of the Shadow Dragons, assassins of legend. Leading them was Yanz Rinso, his silk tunic blood red, a curved sword gleaming in his hand, his face a mask of cold precision. His dark eyes locked on Veyr, a predator's smile curling. Drop your weapons, Rinso commanded, voice smooth as venom. The girls and the elf come with us. I warned you to stay out of this. You've kicked the hornet's nest, and now powerful people who fund our order generously, want retribution. Aelther wants answers about Bitter Root's mare and your scarred friend. Zariel hesitated, then tossed his broken bow to the ground, hands raised, his calm a shield for Lyss and Arla. We're no threat, he said, voice steady, buying time. Veyr's sword stayed in his hands, his scarred face a snarl. Fuck your orders, Rinso, you want me, earn it? His defiance was raw, a killer's heart against impossible odds. Rinso's smile widened, gesturing to his assassins. They formed a circle around Veyr, blades drawn, a wall of death. Lyss and Arla were pulled back, Zariel restrained, his eyes flashing warning. Rinso stepped into the circle, sword raised, his stance fluid, lethal. "One-on-one, old friend," he said, voice a taunt. "Let's see if the Night Vale's dog still bites."
Veyr crouched, swords glinting, blood dripping from his shoulder, his grin feral. The jungle held its breath, the river's roar a distant hymn. As the duel began, steel poised to sing. Miles downstream, Dylan washed up on a muddy bank, his body a wreck, ribs bruised, arm burned, scars aching under tattered cloth. The river's crimson glow faded, the jungle's hum faint. The beast was gone, its granite form shattered in the fall, its starfire quenched. Dylan coughed, water spilling from his lungs, his survival a miracle against Erindor's vast wrath. He was small, broken but alive, the unknown's thrill pulsing in his veins. His scars glowed faintly, tying him to the bone field, to the Starshrine's web. He staggered up, alone, the jungle's jaws waiting, his path a blade's edge in a world that didn't care.